debut of a brand new segment for you today. Blues fans, here we go.
Donny Fandango's got the blues.
All right, Donny Fandango's got the blues. If there's anybody that we know that loves blues hockey, it's Donny Fandango.
That guy right there.
Number one fan, foam finger wearing, Donny Fandango.
Hey, Donny!
Hey, Donny! Welcome back to the show, Donny.
Well, thank you, fellas.
It's been a while.
It has been. It's great to be back.
Are you excited for this maiden voyage?
I am, man. I'm a little on the nervous side, but I'm ready to roll.
I was going to say, there are a lot of people that missed the Donny Fandango Week in Rage that we did here on the show for a while. But, you know, I think it got to the point where it was hurting Donny more than it was helping Donny because it gave him so much anxiety about the segment.
Yeah.
That instead of helping him and trying to make him feel better and relieve pressure,
undue stress.
which, you know, we're all trying to save our lives around here because Donny could snap. So,
well, maybe it's now something he could talk about that he loves so much that'll help.
Like, you know, I like hockey. I'm not as big a hockey fan as I am the NFL, but I like watching a hockey game. I'm certainly not like a diehard Blues fan. I like to see the Blues win, but man, I know our listeners are huge Blues fans, obviously. Donny, huge Blues fan, so we wanted to have something for you guys here during hockey season since everybody's so excited about the, even if it is a shortened season.
Sure.
Hockey is back. And so anybody better than Donny, I don't see it.
Well, I appreciate it. I don't, and just for the record, because I know there shall be some haters, but I don't think that I'm like an expert of any kind. I just am a huge, passionate fan.
We want the fan perspective. This is not supposed to be like some kind of like, you know, hockey expert or anything like that. It's not supposed to be like breaking down stats or anything.
It's from a fan perspective.
Yeah. Like when you're hanging out and you're talking to other Blues fans, this is what's on the minds of Blues fans. And so it's commiseration. It's it's joining in when things are good. It's commiserating when times are bad, and it's calling out what sucks and what's also great.
Absolutely.
About what's going on. So, Donny, what do you got for us this week?
All right. Well, first of all, we'll start off with the fact that, and we were talking about this a little bit yesterday, it's kind of hard at this point to really pick things apart in any sort of negative way, you know? The season has got off to such a really strong start, and the team looks so good that there's not really a lot to pick apart at this point. It's still so early, but a few things that
But you can find something.
No, but I can't find a few things, and these are just kind of some things that...
Week one, man, like, you know, there's still things you can go, yeah, dude, if this doesn't get
better,
this is going to end up being a problem.
Well, I really hope, first of all, that the Reeves, Nichols, Swaboka line stays together. I think they're a really great fourth line for the team. These guys are always gritty. They're always tough. And no disrespect to Jamie Langenbrunner or Matt D'Agostini, because injuries are going to occur and they're going to cycle these guys in as other guys get tired. But I just really enjoy that line together. I think those three dudes are great. And I think Ryan Reeves has the potential to maybe score a couple of goals this year, man. I think he's got potential to do more than just be a fighter in a fourth line.
See, I agree with you because we were talking about this the other day. Me and my buddies watching the Detroit game. You're like, you know, Reeves is known as the guy now that if you want to put somebody in there to throw the gloves down, it's him. But he also has the ability to be a playmaker. I mean, not essentially, you know, top of the line playmaker, but he's actually got the ability to put the puck in the net.
Absolutely. So hopefully that will will stay true to form there, that fourth line. Also, I hope a spot can be found on a regular basis still for Ian Cole. I know that with the Blues signing Wade Redden towards the beginning of the season, that Cole is kind of maybe the odd man out there. I think it's been very much proven that guy does better when he is in the lineup on a daily basis here than as opposed to Peoria. Now, I was at opening night. I got a couple of observations. Some are hockey, some not so much.
I mean, can't you feel the passion from Donny? You can't.
I'm just sitting back reveling.
He just goes, which I love about him.
So the Week in Rage is not sweating. That's nice to see, too.
No, I think I am sweating, but that's just because I'm fat. First of all, I really think St. Louis, we really need to be either all in or all out on this whole rally towel philosophy, okay? Either we're going to all go in like the Pittsburgh terrible towel and it's going to look like a sea of white, or we should find something else to give away the first game of the season. Because I think when it's done half-ass, I think it looks pretty silly, and that's how it was on Saturday night.
It looks spotty.
It does, dude.
You got the white, and then you got nobody doing it, and then you got the white, and then you got nobody doing it.
Now, I'm lazy.
Gotta make up our minds.
I don't like to swirl the towel too long, man. I just don't. I'm too lazy.
It's better than what they use, like, you know, postseason baseball, the two clapper things.
They did that
last night.
Yeah.
Last night it was the Centene Thunder Sticks.
Yeah, I am not a fan of the Thunder Stick either. So either St. Louis, we're in, or we're out on the rally towel. I'll go along with what you decide. Let's just go one way or the other.
But even half-ass rally towel is better than a vuvuzela.
Oh,
remember
God.
those things?
Oh, God, that was ridiculous.
That was soccer specific.
That's a vuvuzela.
It was excellent, and I mean this with every fiber of my dark little heart. It almost choked me up to see Red Wings fans leave the Scott Trade Center on Saturday night looking like they got hit by a bus. It was awesome. Now, I'm not counting the Wings out because it's way too early to tell, and they've got a great organization that drafts unbelievable players, and they have money to sign players, but I think we might just be at the kind of cusp of the end of the dynasty for the Wings. Maybe they'll be dormant for a while. I just hope that the Blues can kick them in the nuts a few times over the course of the next few years.
You got to figure people from Detroit are used to disappointment. They live in Detroit.
Yeah.
What a miserable place. Like Cleveland, Detroit. I mean, does it get any worse?
No, I mean, and I just hate the Wings, man. I just, and then that goes without saying because I know a lot of us do, but it was just really great to watch the Blues completely roll them, and the Wings just looked like they didn't even want to be there. And finally, and this is a really easy thing to complain about, and this is something that people on Twitter have reached out to me about over the course of the few games that we've seen already, and something that I actually spoke to Jack from Brook Royal about last night, and it's these like really ticky-tacky interference calls that seem to be coming up a lot in the NHL these days. I know it's easy to pick apart the officiating. You could do it in probably almost any sport. But in the NHL, it just seems to stick out to me for a couple of reasons. First of all, if you're trying to teach somebody the game, I think it makes it a lot harder to explain to them when the penalties just aren't really noticeable. Two, I think it slows down the game, which the way that the NHL is these days, you don't need to slow it down, man. Let the boys skate.
Yeah, not at all.
And I also think they do almost the same with some like tripping and hooking stuff too, where again, it's just too ticky-tack. I would just like to see them let the guys play a little bit more, you know? And again, easy to criticize the officiating, but I really honestly believe that a couple less of these calls open up that ice a little bit more and let them go. And the thing I just wanted to say in closing is that at this point of the season, there's just not very much to complain about. But as a Blues fan, man, dude, I feel lucky. I feel really lucky to be here right now because this team has the potential to not only be awesome this year, but dude, to be awesome for a long time. I mean, they're so young and they're so fast, and it's just, and the goaltending is great. And that defense last night, dude, Nashville didn't even stand a chance.
Like it was so stoked right now.
They just had the full court press on it, seemingly almost the whole game. And I mean, Halak didn't barely have to do anything last night to get that shutout. So I think we are, and we've been enjoying this for a while now, but we are really at a point as Blues fans where we really have something to be proud about and to look forward to. And I'm not saying they're going to win the cup this year, but dude, they could, and they could be in the running here for the next while as well.
314 says playoff towels only, no regular season nonsense.
I agree with that completely.
573 Donny, do you have a favorite player?
I really like Alex Steen. And I really like Alex Pietrangelo. I mean, I think those are two of my favorite guys.
Another text here says, "Tell Donnie the Hawks are going to smoke the Blues every head-to-head matchup."
I'm going to tell you something. I hate you. But you could very. I mean, I don't want to say they're going to smoke the Blues, but dude, that is going to be, I think, the premier matchup for us for the remainder of the season out of all the Western Conference teams. I hate the Hawks as much as I hate the Wings, but dude, they are good, and it is very easy to say.
This is Woody and Rizzuto.